Welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk about Throne and Liberty and some good PC settings to have for mid to lower end specs. Now there are a few things on my list here that you might need to change specifically for your setup, but all in all you can keep the game looking high quality and have it run smoothly with just changing a few settings. But before we get into this video, I am giving away the in-game currency Lucent to the tune of 1,000 in-game currency. Hit the like button, subscribe, all that fun YouTube stuff, and I'll be picking a winner very soon. Let's get into it. So my PC isn't exactly like super old, but it's a few years old now, and my GPU really lets me down, but I feel like most computers will be able to survive with the settings that I'm going to show. So my processor is an Intel i9 3.6 gigahertz dual, I think it is dual, 32 gigabit of RAM, and my GPU is the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2060, I believe. So, you know, fairly okay PC, just let down by a GPU. And I still feel like you can get some really good settings. So let's go through them. So what you're seeing here is me on the quote-unquote recommended settings, which is medium. So everything is on medium. However, a lot of these things you don't need to have be top tier, and a few of the other things, when you do improve them, will make the game look even nicer and better, but without losing performance. So first and foremost, in your screen mode, you know, you can play with whatever you like here. I like borderless. You want to turn vertical sync off, you want to turn frame rate limit off, and if you have any of these other options specific to like your actual PC in your setup, you know, turn those on. I go with quality. You could go with performance if you like. I feel like with the settings that I'm using, quality works, so you get a really good looking game while it's running smooth. Let's go into those quality settings though. So anti-aliasing, drop it to low, and ambient occlusion, drop it to low. You can see, you know, in the background the difference popping up just above the settings menu. Let me move it over to the left actually. When you change it to low, it actually just makes the game look a bit brighter. So completely up to you what you have here. I prefer low because I don't really care too much about a game looking dull and gritty, and this just makes it look a bit brighter but still keeps the same quality and stuff. So screen space reflections, you can draw that up to high if you want, or keep it on medium if you like to. And view distance, I'm going to take it to high because this game is beautiful out in the open world and you want to see as much of it as possible. Epic, not really needed in my opinion, you know, unless you're like very like, I need to see absolutely everything. High will give you enough enough depth to see everything that you need to see. So for character count, this is basically, it will display more characters. I feel like in PvE, when you're running around, it's not that important, you know, you can have it on low. PvP, you know, you want to see more characters, you might want to go to high. I just leave it on medium. I don't touch it, and I've had no problem with it whatsoever. Post-processing, stick it up on high. Epic if you feel like you can handle it on your PC. Character quality also high, and shading quality also high. This is what's going to make your game look really decent and good. Then we go down to distant shadow quality, not really needed. You can see it changing again slightly in the back, like nothing really truly changes, so definitely just worth dropping that down and it will help with the performance. Then we have the texture quality, turn that up to high just to make the game look good. I hate this word, anisotropic filtering, turn that up as well. And then effect quality, put that up to high. And vegetation quality, this is up to you. This is going to be like your grasses and stuff, you know, you can leave it on medium in my opinion and it looks great, or you can drop it to low because, you know, big vegetation, fields, trees and stuff can suffer with performance, so you need to have a look at this yourself and change that around. Then down here, you know, you want to take off motion blur, take off lens flare. Level of detail, you can switch to low. You can see that it changes kind of like a little bit of the surroundings, so you can see this thing up on top here. If we change that to low, it gets rid of it, so it's just getting rid of extra things that you don't need on the screen to save a bit of performance. I don't mind having it on medium. You know, when you go high and epic, you can see I hate how big this box is. You can see that like things are added into the game. It's just basically making the game look more detailed. I'm going to keep it on medium, but you know, if you want to have a lot of performance, drop it to low. Shadow quality, all these can stay on medium as well, all the way down to volumetric clouds, turn that down to low. Same with the fog. And then shader preloading is just preloading those shaders as we know. have this on epic, so as you're starting the game and stuff and setting it up, it's just going to be running smoothly. It's not going to be loading these shaders as you're trying to play. So just, yeah, stick it on there, and then these two things can be ticked and hair strands can be left off. Now if you look at the game, and I'll try and do a side by side, or a bit of lag there. Yeah, okay, now it's smoothed out. You can see that my character looks shiny and glossy. The area still looks good. The detail still looks good. There's less things to look at, obviously, but all in all, it's just as good, if not a slightly little bit better in terms of, you know, how the world looks, and it's running smoother and better. And those are my kind of like, this is decent settings for most PCs. Obviously you can just go in and out and change things that you feel like you want to change and see. So let's look at the level of detail actually in this room, so because I haven't actually properly looked at it. So if we go here and we frame it like that, we go into settings, go down to quality, and then we go to level of detail, put it up to epic and come out, it doesn't even look that much different. So you can see, you know, it takes away a couple of things in the background, like things are lying on top of barrels. So yeah, you know, you can even go down to low, but I'm just going to keep it on medium to get the little bit like candles and lighting and stuff. So a lot of things you just don't need to have high in this game. So those are my settings that I think are pretty damn good. And let me know if you find anything else that I should change, you know, that doesn't seem necessary in terms of what I've got set up. And that's it. That's the settings that I think are pretty goddamn useful for most PCs. Let me know what you would change and, you know, make different with your settings. Maybe it'll help my game look even better or run a little bit smoother. I'm not a PC expert. This is just me going through every single option one at a time and changing it and seeing what runs better on my PC. So yeah, I hope this helped. If it did, hit the like button, comment, subscribe, all that fun YouTube stuff. Thank you for watching. I've been easy. Now you guys have been awesome.